Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a minute since I've been on. I just wanted to come on real quick and just give a brief update on where things are currently in my off-season training. We just finished the last part of this push phase that we've been in. And we start a 5-week, actually it's more like a 7-week health phase. And that's going to run us from now until February 25th, where at that point we start prep. So I have decided on my pro debut show, and I've decided on the Chicago Pro, and that's July 18th through the 20th. So we will be prep will begin February 25th. It'll be a 20-week prep, and Coach and I have already mapped things out. So excited about that. It's been a long off season. We've been a year and a half, and it'll mark 2 years to the month when I step on stage again from the last time when I turned pro back in July of 22. So a very productive off season. Things have really come together. Working with Chris Tuttle has been just, I can't even put it into words. He's an incredible coach. We work well together. He's so detailed, and which is what I love that about him. It's sort of comforting to just sit back and do the work and know that he's got me, that he's calling the shots. So it's just been great. I can't say enough of good things about him and the process, but I'm excited. Again, a year and a half of work, and that's where it happens. The off season is where you make improvements. It's where you get better. It's not just competing. Competing is, that's where you show off what you've worked on. But the real work is in the off season. And when I competed last in 22, I did 2 shows that year. Leading into that season, I hadn't had an off season. I literally was injured for a while. I didn't train for over 8 months straight, and I was riddled with injuries, and COVID was rampant, and everything was wacky in the world. And so when I started that prep, I really hadn't had, I really wasn't set up or wasn't in a good position to start a prep. And we were fortunate enough to have a positive outcome regardless. So this time around, this prep this off season has been extremely productive. And I'm grateful to God for that, keeping me in one piece. We've worked extremely hard. We've crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's, and done everything that we could do to ensure a productive, growing season. And so we're there. And I think we've added a lot of tissue in a lot of areas, which was the goal. It brings me to something that's been on my mind, and it's a good opportunity to talk about this. And that's, the off season, we're doing things, we're pushing the envelope, we're eating tons of food, we're training extremely hard, we're taxing our bodies, we're doing things that are basically, we're pushing our bodies beyond a normal, in some cases, a healthy state. Let's just be honest. At this level in the game, you have to weigh the pros and cons, and you have to realize, risk versus reward. So in saying that, it's imperative that if you're going to embark on this journey as a pro bodybuilder, or as a bodybuilder in general, there's a great deal of responsibility that comes into the whole thing, and you need to really really take it seriously. There are a lot of people that are reckless. There are a lot of people that they take their health and their mortality and they gamble with it. Let's just face it. You're risking a lot more than you think you are. Some of us think we're invincible because we're strong and powerful, and when super sups come into play, mentally there's an overall feeling of, nothing can touch me. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you think that way, you're setting yourself up for disaster. It's a personal choice to do the things that we do, to train the way that we train, to eat the way that we eat, the supplementation that's taken, everything that's done to become or to embody this lifestyle. And it's a privilege that you're able to do it. So I'm not complaining. I'm not saying this in a negative way where, there should be pity or feel sorry for anybody. This is a personal choice. When you decide to go down this road, I come back to my main point. There's a great deal of responsibility you need to take, especially if you have a family. There are people that are counting on you in this world. And yes, this is your choice. This is your decision. It's your life. But I'm just saying, be mindful of the choices that you make and the decisions that you make, because a lot of them can't be undone. Once you decide to do the things that you do to become better, again, the risk to reward comes into it, and you have to really think about the implications of what could happen. You're not invincible. You're not immune to it. You're human. So get your health in order. Get your blood work done. Make sure you're doing it a couple of times a year. Check your labs. Make sure that your blood markers and everything is in order. Make sure it's in line. If things aren't, then please make an intelligent decision to forego some things that you shouldn't do if your health is not where it needs to be. And for those responsible enough to get your blood work done twice yearly, 3 times a year, what have you, good for you. That's what you should do. Your family, your wife, your parents, your siblings, your children will thank you for it. But even then, you're still not immune to what could happen, right? We don't have a timestamp on the bottom of our foot. When it's your time, it's your time. But again, if you're going to embark on this journey, you're going to go down the road of pushing the envelope to become bigger, stronger, better in this sport, then please just be responsible. Don't be reckless. That's pretty much the point to this video. There are a lot of people that we lose a lot of people in our life, and we look upon each loss as, loss is loss, and it's terrible no matter who they are or when it happens or how it happens, right? But sometimes it puts things into perspective, right? When you lose someone that you didn't think, you thought they had more time, you thought they were too young, you thought they were too strong, you thought they were invincible, you thought no one's invincible. No one is immune to death, right? It's coming for all of us. And I know this is kind of a depressing message, but I'm just trying to drill home the point that please be responsible. If you decide to go down that road, and it's a decision that's yours, it's your decision alone. Seek advice, seek help first. Ask questions. Think long and hard about your decision, before you go down that road. And if you decide to go down that road, you need to be responsible. You cannot be reckless. You cannot be reckless. It's just doesn't. They shouldn't go. You should not go into this with a reckless attitude and think that nothing can happen to you. Because I'm here to tell you, my friend, you're wrong. So I'm going to end it there. Hope everyone has a wonderful new year. It's the beginning of January. It's cloudy and rainy here on Cape Cod, Mass. But to still have the opportunity to breathe and to see and to walk and to live, it's a blessing, right? And I personally do not take it for granted. So I'm asking you to do the same. Don't take it for granted. Every day that you're on this earth, every day you're able to do what you do, every day you're able to do what you want to do in particular, it's a blessing. So embrace it, get out there, become better, make better choices, do better. Do better. People are counting on you. All right. God bless. Have a good day.